Welcome, beloved Sangha, to a Jewel Ornament of Liberation series, a commentary with Venerable Khenpo Tenzin. We'll begin today in the Yellow Garchen Buddhist Institute prayer book on page 4 and 5 with opening prayers. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Gajulama namje da jonje da nanda na zara domje da lama la pa la ye je zo zon lo zo ye ne nyam zon ala ba dende donje de be ge la zo da zo lo ju zon ro war zin je la do zo ju lam dan ro war zin je la do zo la ro wa ze war zin je la do zo ro wa yi ju zan ja war zin je la do zo Kanga denjen dewan jong ga ba me ba je ba me ba da me ba wa me ba ro me ba da de do me do je me zhu ba nye je je den ba zo ba san je ma dan je dan ba de la zong zo do zhen je za ga la ma je gu zong do je zhen lang da 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 ge je lang pe de da ge den ba da zhen je je dong la bo jen de ba zhen je la do zo dear Dharma friends, and today I continually teach on the perfection of wisdom. So the verse summary of the perfection of wisdom also says the practice of the perfection of wisdom is not to be thinking either absence of arising or arising. So either absence of arising means unboring, or then arising means the how to say birth or born. So let us know that in this case, I mean in this during this day's teaching, it mentioned about the realization of the mind, and it mentioned the real, the exactly our Buddha nature. And so it also mentioned about the result of meditation. For example, we meditate 4 yogas of Mahamudra. First is single pointed. Second is simplicity or unelaborated. And then third is one test, and fourth is non-meditation. So in this case, it teachings about non-meditation. So these teachings are very important. All of us, of course, because we all wish that to attain Buddhahood, and also especially the our great retreatants, that if we will we will retreat tomorrow, and then during the retreat we have the principal thing is we are going to meditate. So during the meditation we will have different experiences. So if we understand these teachings well, then during the retreat we understand many experiences. We will have different experiences at that. Oh, this experience is that and those. Especially if we understand how to meditate and practice, then instantaneously we will recognize Buddha nature. But that is not only the power of understanding; it is the power of merit. And of course, we should meditate, and then some meditate for many years, or some meditate for short time, for example. Then it's both can understand the real emptiness or real non-duality. So that's why here it says the practice of perfection of wisdom is not to be thinking either absence of arising. Yeah. Oh, all phenomena are absence of arising. If we think like that, then we have a perception. Or these are not arising. I am not arising. These trees are not arising. So not, at that time we have a perception. And then of course arising means we think, oh, this is real, this grow like this is coming from this, that. So we have many perceptions. So in this case, absence of arising or arising means birthless, and not birth, birth and birthless. Yeah, beyond of birth and birthless. So then how should we understand that? If we read books and open many books, no, we will not able to understand that. And then how should we do? There is only one way. We should supplicate Guru. I really honestly talking about that. We follow Guru or not, we have freedom. But if we started to follow Guru, then we have some wish and hope that we receive some siddhis or blessings. So that's why we should understand Guru is as Dharmakaya. Our Guru is Dharmakaya, is as Dharmakaya. So Guru, we supplicate Guru, we receive blessings from Guru. Blessings come, all the blessings come from our Guru. And then all the siddhis come from Guru. So we have to see Guru as our Guru as Dharmakaya. If we can see our Guru as Dharmakaya, we will be able to understand our mind as Dharmakaya. So that's where, then how to meditate? How to meditate is we just not adopt anything in the mind, not reject anything from mind, and just rest, just try to rest. But still something appears in the mind, two kind of thought arise. All the arises are included two things. If in the mind arises about some unhappiness situation, for example, some enemies, or some kind of, or he or she made me some bad things, or say bad words or something like that, at that time arises compassion and bodhicitta towards them through patience. Recently, our Guru Ngachin Rinpoche said that if we are going to protect our compassion and loving kindness, we need forbearance. Forbearance means patience. So then, if something to arise about the cause of attachment, then we try to think about the illusory, like a rainbows and good dreams. So they are the good examples. And then if there is nothing to arise about the attachment and aversion, and then rest. Reno, I say we have to rest. Some maybe understand that because you experience about that. So you already experienced about that. Then I say you should rest. You should rest means your mind. Your mind should rest. At that time you have some feeling. But then you did not have about the some kind of the experience on the resting the Dharma Dhatu or Dharmakaya stage or nature state of mind, and then just rest means nothing to do. Maybe you understand, but it's okay. First, I say you rest. Rest means not fall into the attachment, fall down and then attachment and aversion both sides. Just rest. First, you make efforts. You keep diligence. Later, make efforts, and then just efforts also doesn't work. That's where I'm talking about our Guru as Dharmakaya. You rest and then supplicate Guru with devotion, with faith. Sometimes I said that when we have faith in the mind, it's really joy arises. When this, through the power of a faith, joy arises. Joy arises. Arises joy. When joy arises, at that moment, many thoughts cannot enters in our mind. Many thoughts. So most of the time, we try to arise faith, devotion, and then try to stay or rest on the nature state of mind. You try one time, two time. Definitely, it will not take so long. One time you can, for example, there are many birds. The first they are scared to eat seeds. There's bird seed, but we give little bit and they little taste, and then they thought, oh, it's yummy, it's delicious, and then now we are going with them through them. The little parts fly away, but it's immediately comes back. Likewise, if you test or experience a little bit about the Buddha nature in your mind, you can rest on the I mean, you can rest on the nature state of mind for a little while, and then you automatically arise enthusiasm, interesting, and then you will understand. Oh, my principal practice is to understand Buddha nature. And then who can support to understand Buddha nature? Only Guru. So that's where these three things are very important. And then, in the words of the great master Vagashorati, do not think about the thinkable. Do not think about the unthinkable either. By thinking about neither the thinkable nor the unthinkable, emptiness will be seen. So how we should understand, how should we see emptiness? We open many books or they showed some paths and method. But then how we do this is we meditate. Meditate means actually there are shamatha meditation, vipassana meditation. At that time we have a different way of, because we should go on that path. There are different ways, different method, different skills. But the main thing is we rest on the natural state of mind. So physically sometimes stay like that, it's very relaxed. Because in this is the meditation cushion. I'm here, and I stay here like a king or something like that, like very big. It hurts my body even. It's not relaxed, and just totally give freedom by myself here, and it's just let my body rest in the naturally, and then my body is as how to say, is very relaxed. Likewise, just relax, just rest in the natural state of mind, and then at that time we will see emptiness, as here said. Thinkable, neither the thinkable nor the unthinkable. If we think too much, how this is emptiness, we too much analyze through intellectual, we cannot recognize emptiness. Oh, emptiness is unthinkable. We cannot focus about emptiness. I cannot think about emptiness if we just left this because of we think I cannot recognize. This is also a misunderstanding. Through this thinking, we cannot understand. If we rest at the middle of the thinkable and unthinkable, then everybody can see emptiness. Everybody can see emptiness because everybody has wisdom of Buddha. In reality, what we see emptiness and who see emptiness are same. So like a water pouring into water. This example is like that. Then how does someone see emptiness? The question. As it says in the perfectly gathering the qualities of Avalokiteshvara Sutta, to see emptiness is not to see anything at all. It looks like so confused. What is something like, if we examine, we analyze, it makes more confused. It makes more unclear. So it says to see emptiness is not to see anything at all. Then you will become Telopa. Telopa just rest at ease near the Ganges river, and then he gained realization of Mahamudra. So and blessed one not to see anything is to see excellently, and so blessed one means actually the name, another name of Shakyamuni Buddha. Shakyamuni Buddha. Then what he says, not to see anything. Not to see anything means right now we see, oh, this is the book, this is a table, this is a house. We don't want to see them because these are perception, dualistic perception. So that's where we just beyond of these perceptions, and then we will understand, we will see. It said that to see excellently, yeah, and without seeing anything whatsoever, the one and only nature is seen. So these the verse give us special path instructions on the real, real Buddha nature, real Buddha nature. The short text on the middle way, truth also says, it says in some accidentally profound discourse that not seeing is to see that truth. So this the accidentally profound discourse is the Suttara's name. So Suttara, then what it says, not seeing is see that truth. How should we see the truth? We liberated from delusional perception. Then we see the truth. The verse summary of the perfection of wisdom also remarks. Remarks means say, yeah, say. People talk of seeing space. So people say, I see space. Yeah. Think about it. Yeah, we think. Consider how they see space. If we consider how they see space, the Tathagata taught, Tathagata, Reno Tathagata Buddha, yeah. Tathagata means actually they come from the perfect path and they go to the perfect place. So this Tathagata means that. So Tathagata taught, however, it is Buddha's name. Buddha's name, Tathagata means. Tathagata taught that this is how to see phenomena. Which means this is how to see phenomena means the phenomena should see as empty space. Right now, my hand, if I see my hand, and I logically I analyze, or intellectually I analyze my hand, I can make this hand is not hand. I can understand. Because these fingers are not my hand, the inside has many lines, they are not my hand. Behind this is not my hand, so I can establish only this part. But still I cannot understand the real or truth of my hand. What is the truth of my hand? Empty space. Empty space is the best example of the truth and Buddha nature. So that's where Buddha also mentioned this here. The third point concerns the post-meditation or between sessions phase. Okay, first I say, till now we actually talking about the non-meditation. Non-meditation, Buddha has two actions during his meditating. First is he completely rest at ease in the non-meditation. So that's where Buddha says everything is like an empty space. Our nature state of mind is beyond the words, beyond the thoughts, beyond the mentioned. it is just clarity, lucidity, emptiness. It's like in the uh, in the in the in the early morning before sunrise, uh, uh, just right before sunrise, but all the stars and moon gone. There is no moon, no stars. If we look at this, no clouds, then we look at this space. It is clear, but nothing there. Like the real this no meditation means like that. Mm. And then this is how Buddha meditate in the no meditation. Mm. And then Buddha comes back from this meditation. Then Buddha can see these phenomena: house, trees, sun, moon, and rivers. Everything Buddha can see. But what happened at that time is all these appearances are become like snow showers. Snow showers, or the snow falling snows into the water. Into the water, the snow showered into the water, showers in the water, all the snow melt into the water. So if someone using some harsh word, it's dissolved into the Buddha's no meditation. Buddha sees some beautiful forms. We see some beautiful forms. Attachment arises right now. Amen. But when Buddha see these beautiful colors or things, they also dissolve into his no meditation. After it's dissolved into the no meditation, then Buddha will not make any imprinting. We make many imprinting. Imprinting means we repeatedly doing something, and after 5 years later, again remember that. Oh, the one time I visit a place. This is very nice. Actually, this is good psychologically good thinking, but that means it's this imprinting comes back. Or I went some. It's sometimes it's like a nervous. One time, one person makes scared you, yeah, and then always you remember that person scared. So this means the imprinting comes back. So that's where then as Buddha how to do is. If there is a very hot stone, there we throw some small drop of water, immediately it's dry up. Sometimes we in the in the kitchen we make a pan, round of the pan where we cook, pan put on the fire gas before we pour oil. And we turn on the gas, and this pan become very dry, and we drop little water there. It's a char. It's immediately dry. So like that, all these phenomena, appearances appears to Buddha's mind. Everything dry up, because then Buddha cannot make any imprint. So, for example, our guru, now it's a good way to make sense. Our guru is, I use a harsh word to guru. I'm so sorry. I hope it never happened that. But example, okay, if I accidentally use harsh word to my guru, and the guru, this harsh word goes to the guru's ear, and then guru's wisdom, fire of wisdom here, and then this harsh water goes into the fire of wisdom. It's dry, like this. It's dry up. That's where guru tomorrow, guru never, no worry. Tomorrow guru shows how to say, smile. Yeah, shows me that. If a guru says some harsh word to me, for example, scolded me, if I don't have this realization, and then guru say, yesterday guru told me that, and then after weeks still, guru told, after months still, and then it becomes stronger and stronger, and then slowly become distance. So that's where the difference is like that. It's grasping is like an ice. It's very strong. So the Buddha, he meditated on the no meditation, but sometimes he come back. He comes back from no meditation. Still, everything, whatever appears, is dissolved. So right now we are talking about Guru and Buddha, but now we should come to us in our daily life. If we meditate through this way, actually it's called ultimate bodhicitta. So we rest on the natural state of mind, at ease. Rest at ease means not effort. Don't make effort. Just naturally rest on there, and then the power of this practice, then these outer side things cannot affect strongly. Sometimes the later effect, but as we continually meditate on there, practice on there, and then actually liberate means like that. If we try, I say I'm going to liberate from samsara, and I try to go to the holy place. My body reached on the holy place, but my mind is still in the samsara. So I cannot liberate. That's where it's very possible I use harsh word in the holy place. I cultivate lots of negative karmas in the holy places. So that's where the mind, non-meditation is the principle, and it's pearless and speechless, really. So that's where there are two people. For example, Guru. Again, I bring example of Guru and me. So Guru makes something, and Guru makes something, and I make something. It's same thing, same action. But Guru cannot cultivate karma. I cultivated karma. The reason is that Guru's action comes from non-meditation. My action comes from dualistic perception. So that's where, Guru is kind of a very some special, already special. I don't mean that. Guru recognized the truth of mind. Natural mind, and I not yet. So difference is like that. But Guru understood that, because since he was some higher lama's reincarnation, I can't, because I'm reincarnation of afflictive emotion. If we say that, it makes sense. Actually makes sense. I'm reincarnation of afflictive emotion. If I say that Guru is reincarnation of higher Buddhas or something, yeah, that makes sense. But in the reality, if now I try to understand my truth of mind, I become same like a Guru. And because Guru did same thing. Even Buddha did that. Buddha, he was in samsaric being. The Buddha was samsaric being, and he had a wife, child, family, and lots of things. But then meditate. Eventually, Buddha meditate on the non-meditation. As right now we are talking about that, yeah. Same like a Guru did that. So if right now we do that, we meditate on now meditation, we practice now meditation, Guru and we are become same. And we are and Buddha become same. So that's where we become Buddha means that sometimes we think that perhaps we think We become Buddha means we become Shakyamuni Buddha, who was in India. We see the statues like a yellow color, and not like that actually. Sometimes it helps to understand, to say we become like that. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Then we become Buddha means we reach on the natural state of mind. We have a natural state of mind, so we will reach there. At that time we have no suffering. Sufferings always arise everywhere. Another, if I bring unfortunate example, hopefully never happen that. So if I am a Buddha's enemy, Buddha is here. And then I always try to destroy to Buddha. So I'm there today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But Buddha has no enemy. Because Buddha appears, me and my actions, Buddha dissolve into no meditation. So that is how liberate. That's why I told you, your disease exists. Your problems exist. Your difficult situations exist over there in the relative truth. But if you gain the realization of mind, if you rest on the now meditation, yes, yesterday they are your obstacles, your disease, your problems. But today you meditate or practice on no meditation, those disease or problems and these things are still there, but today they are become emptiness to you. So that means how you liberate. So for that reasons we are going to meditate. Now, then the post meditation or between session phase. Phase means part, okay, in this PHAS. So in this case, part. Sessions, between sessions. While weaving everything that occurs in between meditation sessions as illusory, every holism merit possible should be established through the practice of generosity and so forth. As the verse summary of the perfection of wisdom says, okay, first, between sessions phase means parts of sessions, between sessions. Between sessions means now I am rest on the now meditation. And then somebody have some questions. I answer question and answer. At that time, what I should know, this speech, these who ask me questions, and my words of answers are illusory things. We don't should think this is a very strong thing, solitary things, or real things. And after then finish the question answer, again rest on no meditation. So that is easy peasy. Otherwise, here I am rest on the no meditation. Okay, here somebody ask question. Oh, really? This person is really exist. This question is good. Oh, this question is not good. And I answered. I couldn't answer well, or I answer very kind of skillfully. I have special. I keep arises self pride. So that's where then the samsara and nirvana becomes like this. Show like this and like this. So that means then suddenly we are in the nirvana and suddenly we are in the samsara. So that's where we always between sessions we should think about everything. All the appearances are as illusory. Okay, and then at the same time, this is how important, very important. I ask myself, how important? Very important. So how should I say? Okay, I am resting in the no meditation. There's nothing more to do. But still I should generous. Still I offered. Still I recite mantras. Still I recite open prayers, the dedication prayers. Still I should do prostrations. So that's where here says. As the verse summary of the perfection of wisdom says, whoever understands the five aggregates to be like in illusion, yeah, my form, my consciousness, and so forth, but do not make the aggregates and the illusions as separate things, yeah. These illusory, these are aggregates, don't make separate, and is free of the notion means method, yeah, free of notion of multiplicity, but experience peace. That is to practice the excellent perfection of wisdom. So that's where illusory and five aggregates are no different. This wisdom, this is also when you understand, you are practicing perfection of wisdom. Sometimes we think, how should we practice perfection of wisdom? Yeah. So perfection of wisdom, how to practice perfection of wisdom is you can read, you can practice generosity, you can offer, you can recite, you can helping, but through illusory thinking. So illusory thinking, if you see this book is as illusory, that is how you practice perfection of wisdom. But that is the higher level, not highest level. So highest level is you rest on no meditation. You can work, everything, work, speak, talk, and everything you can do through no meditation. That is a wonderful, but one can't do that, do as illusory. So that's where this is how you can practice other perfections through perfection of wisdom. The King of Meditation Sutara says, this sutara is a very important sutara. Although magicians conjure up forms, making horse, elephants, and carts, and all sorts of things, they know that nothing of what appears is actually there. Recognize all phenomena to be likewise. Okay? Although magicians conjure means invite. Magicians invite what? Invite up or conjure up forms. Forms means different forms, like making horse, making elephants. The small stage, they are very small stage, only a few people can stand up, only one magician can stand up there, but he conjure up means he invited elephants, horse, and carts. Carts means that these days we don't have more, but in ancient times people use a horse, the next of horse there's some small car, and then horse pull that, so it's carts and all sorts of things. They know that nothing of what appears is actually there. Yeah, this is a good example. So Buddha knows. For example, I'm here teaching Dharma, yeah? I'm teaching Dharma. And Buddha look at me, and Buddha knows I'm not exist here. My teaching is also not exist here. But still Buddha know that, and then Buddha himself gives teaching and gives the pattern instructions, They all like magician things. It's like a magic. So that's why Buddha don't have attachment with this magician. They don't have attachment. They're the elephants and horse which they made. Likewise, Buddha don't have attachment or aversion, but still for the benefit of us, Buddha shows us, teaches us. So, and then future, when we understand this nature state of mind, then we have no attachment and no aversion with things. They know nothing whatsoever. Recognize all phenomena to be likewise. Likewise means the magicians, they know their horses and elephant are non-exist. Likewise, Buddha knows all phenomena are non-exist. But Buddha knows means actually, Buddha knows, we don't know, you don't think. Your wisdom knows that, but your wisdom, your grasping don't know. So that's we know. For example, who is Buddha? Buddha, I'm talking about my wisdom. My wisdom is Buddha, my wisdom is Guru. Your wisdom is Buddha, your wisdom is Guru. My ignorance don't know many things. My grasping don't know many things. Likewise, your grasping and your ignorance don't know many things. So that's where we follow our wisdom. It is said in the suchness of conduct, the mind is activity to not conceptualizing, yet the amassing of merit never cease. Yeah, this mind is activity to not conceptualizing. Not conceptualizing means conceptual means, oh, this is good, this is bad, sound of this conceptual. But no, not conceptualizing means it's non-perception. Yet kind of bad, yeah. Yet the amazing means many things. Amazing of merit never cease. So that's where you see. If I rest on the non-meditation, I recognize all phenomena are non-exist, non-meditation. But still, as here says, yet the amazing means gathering many things. Gathering, what is that? Merit. Never cease. Never means negation. Cease means stop. Never stop to cultivate merit. So here, I generally think we have two kind of meditation practitioners. Not only here, okay, in the human realm, in the human Dharma practitioners. Two kind of practitioners. One kind of practitioner only focus merit. That's wonderful. But then they only for the, how to say, they less pay attention non-meditation. The mistake is that. And some they focus on the non-meditation, love non-meditation, but they has no interest in to cultivate merit. Or prayer is not important, like this preliminary practices are not important, and then cultivate merits, offering things are not important, other kind of this. So that's where then we cannot reach the true nature of mind. I'm not criticize that, but generally in the human Dharma practitioners have kind of this. This is actually related since one grow in the different locations with different kind of teachers. Probably they more emphasize something, and then the student heard, oh, only this, so cannot come into the exactly the center path. So we should do those merit and non-meditation are like two feathers of birds to fly on the pure land. So that's where Telopa gave this Ganges Mahamudra to the Naropa, gave to the Naropa. The very beginning, four sentence, it says very profound things. What he said? I give you this Ganges Mahamudra because you meditate no meditation and you cultivate merit. So that's where you are the perfect vessel. If as Rinpoche make example like a lion's milk pour into somewhere, we need a golden ball, golden vessel. If a general vessel, if we pour lion's milk there, it breaks itself. It breaks it by itself. That's where we need a gold ball or golden ball. Likewise, Telopa said, "No, you are the best disciple." Actually, if I try to make sense, Telopa said, "You are the best disciple to teach the Mahamudra, Ganges Mahamudra, because you practice no meditation and you cultivate merit." And then other Mahamudras also said, if you were found the very secret point. What is secret point? Actually, Buddha nature, but we say secret means we understand in different ways. So that's where he says only you should follow Guru's path instruction. And your merit, cultivate merit. So this two is very important. Two are very important. But many practitioners do. I really rejoice that many practitioners do. But I say generally we have a little kind of this kind of mistake that some are always focused only on meditation and they don't focus about cultivating merit. And some only focus merit, not focus that much on the no meditation. So we don't do this. We become enlightenment. Actually, I'm a very simple person here. Is to say very higher things or something is little unsuitable, honestly. Otherwise, sometimes really I felt that we can enlighten in this life, especially with sometimes if I'm wrong, I'm very sorry. That sometimes I thought we were not a human being when Milarepa was there, when Naropa was there, when the Telopa was there. For that reasons, we are samsaric beings. But right now we have a guru. I really trust that, honestly, sometimes I feel perhaps this is our end of our samsara. This is our end of samsara. Because there's no more reason, no more to say. The real Dharma, this Vajradhara is here. Real Kundazamba is here. And we receive profound teachings. We are his disciple. Right now, real. So for that reasons, it's perhaps this is the end of the samsara. Really. So that's where we all still try to cultivate more merit and more meditate on the no meditation. This is very important. Okay. Through the such familiarity, the meditation and post meditation phase. So phase. So meditation means it's in this case no meditation. Post meditation means from no meditation, and then still we see everything are, or all the phenomena are as illusory things. So that is we call post meditation. Phase means parts, two parts. Yeah, will become the indistinguishable. Indistinguishable means not separated, not two. We make union this, and one will become free of conceitedness. Conceitedness means actually self-pride. Conceitedness means self-pride. So it's a one will become free of conceitedness. We have conceitedness. Sometimes, I studied long time. I have great knowledge. This is self-pride. But sometimes only self-pride has the seven self-prides, seven aspects. Sometimes we think I. Generally we think I. This is also self-pride. So in this case, that this consistentness means self-pride, like I. So it will disappear. It will disappear means we union the meditation and non-meditation together. Non-meditation and post-meditation together, which means we are walking, talking, sitting, always we are not separated from meditation. Then we are that means then we can liberate from self-pride or I or grasping. Thus it says, he will have no conceit, thinking, I'm in a meditative equipoise, or I'm arising from the equipoise. Why? Because there is awareness of the very nature of things. Okay, first, a moment ago, I a little bit talking about Guru. So I don't know how many some Lord Jiktin Sungung and Pamutrapa, Malarepa, everybody knows, Marpa, Naropa, those life story. If you read those life story, then we see the value of Guru. It helps a lot. But then we understand the value of Guru, and then we have it helps to avoid other expectation. Or if I respect the Guru and say good things Guru, maybe Guru give us some special cities like something. No, this expectation is spontaneously disappear, and then we can make effort. So these life story of like Malarepa and Gambupa and so forth. Right now I'm saying about this. If you are Nyingma tradition, then Kunchi Lungchimpa, amazing. It's living Buddha really. So Kunchi Lungchimpa and so forth. And if you are then Gelopa Je Tsongkhapa, if you read Je Tsongkhapa's life story, really you can respect Gelopa's tradition. Otherwise, generally people man Gelopa means only for debate, and they don't practice. Many people feel like that. It's really, but we read life story of Je Tsongkhapa is not. However, the Reno Gelopa's tradition is very provide everywhere. So how much we try to say only their debate, we can't do anything. But not, I think many people don't think about that, but they feel, maybe because they do like this debate, and then we look at the debate, the actions are very wrathful. So that's it's very acceptable. It's quite hard to respect through these actions, but generally we read this. It's really amazing. And then Sajapa, it's same thing. Sajapa, all this lineage of Sajapas, they are amazing. Most of the Gelopa masters came from Sajapa. such a tradition. So they all have really wonderful. So then devotion comes to everyone. Devotion can come for, we can respect all these masters, and but then one person has a special connection with a guru. That's we have to know. Sometimes then we are become like a completely open the hands, So then something to pull here cannot stay here. So we respect all lineages, but you have a special karmic guru. So then you connect more, supplicate, try to make it indivisible. Your mind and the guru's mind make same. You try to do. So your mind and the guru's mind try to make same means faith. Beyond the faith, there's no. Actually, how follow a guru? There are many says first you examine guru. Guru have to examine student. If one can do that, but now we all become Dharma practitioner. Then again, we examining guru is too late. It doesn't. Too late means it does not benefit. We receive many teachings and empowerment, and then again we examining the guru. If we see some faults, then it's related to samaya. That's where I say it's too late. If we break samaya, then there is loss of non-virtue. We break one samaya, it punish to ourselves. So we don't want to punish ourselves. So gurus, they always emphasize about samaya is also, it does not make guru, they think there are something happened. Really. They take care of us as more than their eyes, more than their heart. So that's where they don't let us go to the hell realm. Even my mom many times told me, really, she is not guru, or even she is not a literature or something like that. She said, I don't let you go to the lower rebirth in the lower realms. My mom told me many times, because she heard many teachings about the situation of the lower realms suffering. In the hell realm has 18 different aspects. So then our guru, more than that, feel, how to say, take care of us. So that's why guru say keep samaya, means that hence cultivation in the here's he will have no conceit thinking. I am in meditative equipoise, or I am arising from the equipoise. Who is he? Actually, guru. But in this case, if I make more sense, when you are practicing perfection of wisdom, at that time you will have no conceit. Conceit means, or thinking, thinking, I am meditative, equipoise. Means right now I'm on non-meditation. And then I am arising from equipoise. Right now you think, oh no, I am arising from non-meditation. You don't have this thinking. That means you don't have that thought. Why? Because there is awareness of every nature of things. Awareness means awareness. Awareness is very, very small. No, any teacher doesn't say that. It's funny. But very small means the way of practice. For example, we are rest at ease in the Buddha nature. It's like in this moment, we feel Buddha nature. It's like an empty space. So that's way. But then how should we do? We increase this realization. And we should become we should this experience should become boundless. So then that's we call awareness. When we see the natural mind, it called awareness. Why does it call awareness? Awareness is clarity, like a candlelight. It's clear. Opposite of awareness is ignorance. Always confused, yeah, unclear, fogginess, or something. So dullness. But opposite of this is clarity, always clear. Clear means there is a sound coming. One person used me very harsh words, strong, sharp, harsh words. And awareness means I don't follow the mundane words, the rhythms of the sound. I directly focus the essence of sound, because the essence of sound is emptiness. If I can do that, then that is my awareness. To be immersed. Immersed means observed. To be immersed, even for a short moment, in the perfection of wisdom, the ultimate emptiness, constitutes an incomparably greater virtue than to spend eons receiving Dharma teachings, reciting scriptures, or planting roots of virtue in the form of generosity and similar wholesome actions. So this way, then many these sometimes misunderstanding come from this way. So here says, even for a short moment, in a perfection of wisdom, the ultimate emptiness constitutes an incomparable great virtue. And then it's mentioned other teachings, reciting scriptures, planting of the roots of virtues. So the benefit, if there is I don't know this name, in my two hands, for a very moment, I meditate, I rest on no meditation. If this is a form, this merit is a form thing, put here. And I studied, listened, reading, and all the other practices, merit of other practices, put here in the two hands. This hand, to meditate or no meditation, the merit put here is very heavy than this. So many people heard this, that's why this is not important, do this. Many practitioners think like that. But right now we have to know that we should do this both. But why we have this merit is heavy and kind of this profound. This only we understand from ourselves experience, okay? Experience. How experience? I'm reading, and my mind is going, oh, he said something, he did something, she did something, and then I'm reading lots of the pages, but my mind is that, and then I'm unhappy, and then even what time I'm so tired. So there were lots of things. So in this moment, rest or no meditation, his mind is completely relaxed. So that's where how benefit. So we should know that those all the experiences are not invisible thing. Actually, visible. In the generally we say visible thing, invisible thing seems through the five senses. We see something, hear something. These are we say visible. But right now we have to talking through experience. But then it has a kind of this profound benefits, and it has a lies not like that. Still, why are we going to do this? Because these heavy things, merit, will stay here or not is related here. So I can rest on non-meditation for 5 minutes, or only one I can rest 1 second is related to my merit. It's like a car. Car is very expensive, nice car. But without gas, car has 4 tires, nice color and everything perfect, but car cannot go anywhere. Likewise, without merit, then this kind of a pleasant, is in my profound experience, cannot rest here longer. So that's where we do the cultivate merit. Yeah. Sutara teaching suchness. Shariputara. Right now it's talking between the Shariputara and Buddha. Shariputara. Someone practicing meditative observation on suchness for even the duration. Duration means length of a figure snap has an increase of merit far greater than those of another studying the Dharma for as much as in eon, not for few days, few months, eon, Shariputara. For this reason, you should earnestly instruct others to practice meditative observation on suchness. Shariputara, all the bodhisattvas who have been predicted. Predicted is important. Predicted as the future Buddhas. I mean, predict is important means I'm saying important. So the meaning of predict is not important. The words meaning is not that. Predict means it says something in the future. Future you will become something. So that's why in this case predict as being future Buddha is Buddha already said that. Oh, you will become. Right now our gurus in the historically they all have this. In the future, this eon, you will do like that, and then you will attain Buddhahood, something like that. So all the bodhisattvas who have been predicted as being future Buddhas also abide solely in the meditative observation. So Buddha predicted that his some disciples future you will attain Buddhahood in like this way. So why they will become, why they became enlightened? Because here Buddha said they all practice no meditation. That's where they all attain Buddhahood. It is also stated means in this case stated in the Sutara on the full development of a great realization. It is more meaningful to practice meditative concentration for a session. One session may be for 1 hour, something like that. For us, 1.5 sometimes. Session. Then to give life for beings of the 3 dimensions. In this case, dimensions means 3 realms. Desire realm, human realm, and formless. Desire realm, form realms, and formless realm. And some other case there's called above the earth and underneath the earth. So which means we protect their lives in different ways. They need food, we give food. They need dress, we give dress. And if they need medicine, we give medicine. Through this way, we protect them. Or for a session, we meditate on the non-meditation. Then which merit is more benefit? It's the same like this. I mentioned this. The merit is the other one is profound, but yeah. We should practice both, but later it says how to practice together. Okay, and the great Ushinisha Sutara, it states, it is of greater merit to cultivate the truth meaning of things for a day than to study and reflect for many cosmic eons. Cosmic eon, there's many way to count. But this is a great number. So many cosmic eons. Why is this so? Because it takes one far away from the road of the birth and death. Wow. Death, birth, sometimes we are not, we say we forget about birth. Of course, we forgot the since beginningless time we rebirth in the samsara, we forgot about that. But even in this life, after we state mother's womb 9 months and 10 days, and then mother gave. At that time, there's a karmic wind. Karmic wind move. Sometimes it's make uncomfortable our mother. That's why we are going to give compassion and loving kindness towards mother. We are so grateful for our mothers. And at the same time, baby also, when we were baby, at that time, we have lots of suffering. Because we have no freedom, it does not make, this suffering did not made by our mom, okay? That's important. But baby's karmic wind move, no freedom. That's we move, and then come from mother's womb. There are lots of sufferings, but we cannot remember them. But death, sometimes it's a very scary situation. Scary situation. Death is not easy. Death is not easy because during the death, I'll give you an example. If you hold breath for a little while, don't breathe out through nostrils and mouth. Hold breath for a little while. How difficult. If you don't have experience, but please don't test that, don't try that. But you went to I have the experience into the water. I don't know how to swim. So you went in the water for a few minutes. Under the water, deep water. And you try to block water. Don't let enter water in your stomach, in your body. That's where you hold. It's really so difficult, yeah? So death means all this breath. Our breath and mind goes together. That's where it's breathe. Sometimes we breathe out. Actually, death means that breath goes out, cannot come. If we cannot breathe, how suffer, you know? This is small examples, and then other lots of unpleasant things. So death is not easy. So sometimes you have some have some facing problems, and one cannot thinking about the illusory meditation, cannot practice illusory meditation and no meditation. And then some problems are very serious problem. They feel that, and then they start to think, oh, I should be suicide. So don't do that. Really don't, because since we have birth, we have death. So don't rush. But instead of that, practice. But the only process of death, there's lots of suffering. But after if we reborn in the hell realms, how should we do? For example, only talking about cold. Right now, weather is cold. We wear lots of thick clothes. Still, we turn the heaters, close the doors, the windows, But in the hill realm, it's cold, and all the open. Our body becomes like a flower. Actually, it's opened in different petals, and then we feel it's very cold. Suddenly, immediately, put into the like a hot oil is a bubble, what's a boiled, but no more than hot water. In some place has a volcano. There's some fire looks like a fire muddy. I don't know what it's called. Can't inside. Even it burned. Not only burned the skins, okay, it burned the bones. But we cannot die still. Sometimes we immediately die, again alive. So why it happened? This life and next life no different. As Buddha look at this situation is all illusory things, nothing emptiness, but we think this is real. That's where somebody come to this book, hit on my head. I really heard that. Yeah. But if I can think blazing, then it's okay. Maybe you heard this. Rupa Kunle is a crazy yogi. He was a crazy, Rupa Kaju is a crazy yogi. He was really a great Mahasiddha. So actually he says he has special pet instructions. And then he don't stay in the monastery. He didn't stay in the monastery. He just travel everywhere. And then he carried this volume like this, volume. And then the Tibet nomadics, they keep dogs. The dogs are very strong dogs because they protect the family. So strange people came, these dogs pet other people. So that's where then one Rupa Kunle, he traveled to somewhere, and then one family's dog came to him to bite. And then he pick up his volume, and sometimes negation means avoid or don't do, or something do is important. And then he just beat. Dogs try to bite him, but before dog bite him, he beat to the dog's head. So usually we can't do that, but he did that. So why I'm saying that? Anyhow, actually I'm put this volume not for your head, okay? Not for your head, but this I'm stay here, and you do these prostrations. As I said, prostration has two reasons. One is your mind and the Guru's mind make non-duality. This is the highest city. And then our uncommon city, and a common city is through your prostration, you have less sickness in your body, you have less obstacles in your life. That's where this has a very profound text. So that's where I put here. So no worry, I will not. It's not for your head. I will not beat or bite. Beat you. Okay. Then where are we? Okay. In the Great Upanishad, if okay, but still I'm talking about birth and death. So Milarepa also, when we meditate on impermanence, sometimes really are scared about death. It's happened, yeah. I think you all happened that when we practice four thoughts in the night, we sleeping. We turn off the light and sleep. It's thinking about impermanence. It's really scared, you know. You generally with oh my gosh or something like that. We really not sure. Still, I kept some my precious things in the bag and locked and something. And I prepared many like things for tomorrow. If tomorrow my life is finished, what should I do? And sometimes later feel scared. Yeah. So, but it's good. That's where Buddha said among the and he how to translate that the how thinking kind of about the practice on the impermanent is a great practice because then it helps us to renounce arise get rise renunciation in the samsara. Otherwise we have too much about the samsaric things, but and also it helps us to improve diligence. Oh, I'm not sure when I will die. So the best thing is practice Dharma. I remember only my village, small village. Many people, right now, if I count, almost my mala doesn't enough. Mala bees doesn't enough. Many people passed away. I talked real face to face with them. Something like that. And some I really see my eyes. They are walking, they follow the yaks or they're doing something. When their action is death is non-exist in this world, but they're gone. So we thinking like that, and then it's help to practice Dharma. So that's where practitioners should practice forethoughts. It's very important. Buddha did, and all these practitioners do that. So, but if we understand non-meditation, then we become like a second Milarepa. Second Milarepa, it does not mean become very skinny and something like stay in the mountain cave. Actually, Milarepa said, because of my merit, my followers, less undertaking hardship, but the same result will occur. Milarepa said that. So we are his followers, his disciples. So Milarepa, he said, I was afraid of death, so I ran away in the mountainside. And then I meditated that I'm not sure when I will die. And then I meditate. Now I realize there's deathless. So now I am not afraid. Milarepa said that. So how amazing. Actually, meditation and practice has how amazing qualities. It's really suddenly give us freedom. So we have to remember those things. Then in the Sutara on excellently nurturing faith in the Mahayana, it says, there is a greater merit in our yogis' sessions of emptiness, meditation, than there would be if all beings in the three dimensions spent their whole lives using their positions to accumulate virtue. It is taught that if your mind so first this the dimensions I already told you, three spheres. Three dimensions means three spheres, and then same like we help their protect their lives. It has a great benefit. But if you compare with this non-meditation, then it's more great than others. It is taught that if your mind is not dwelling on the key point of emptiness, okay, dwelling means possess. If your mind is not possessed, not dwelling on the key points of the emptiness, then other virtues cannot deliver you to liberation. Yes, that means if we attached, fixate, and then it cannot liberate us. The Sutara teaching the non-origination of all things is Sutara name. Someone may observe moral discipline for a long time and practice meditative concentration for millions of eons. See, someone observe means keep moral discipline. Oh, this is like a vow. Keep moral discipline and practice meditation, concentration for millions of eons. But without realization of this highest truth, those things cannot bring liberation. According to this teaching, whoever understands this, nothing whatsoever will never clinging to anything whatsoever. So that's where Lord Jigten Sungku said in the Buddha's single attention, moral discipline and Mahamudara is same. And then Jigten Sungku said that, and his heart just appeal. Jingha Shiram Jungne. His name is Jingha Shiram Jungne. He has a commentary about that. So that how it does it says, real profound practice is Mahamudara. He said that, Jingha Shiram Jungne. And then people asked him, but Lord Jigten Sungku says moral discipline and Mahamudara are same. Then how how do you say like that? How can you say like that? Profound teaching practice is only Mahamudara. Then he said that, oh, Lord Jigten Sungku's meaning is that if you meditate on Mahamudara exactly as per the instructions, then you have no sad text. You have no sad text means misunderstand. This is moral discipline. And you have enhancement. You can increase your Mahamudara quickly, very quickly, because you apply these other facilities. So this is moral discipline. So that's where Lord Jigten Sungku said the meaning is that. He explained that. So anyhow, in this case, what it says is we are going to practice, all of the practices are combined with wisdom. If we can practice combined with wisdom, then we have no chance to get arise, no chance to arise fixation. When we do not have fixation, it's automatically we dedicate. Automatically we dedicate this virtue. Then this virtue never ever ending. So bodhisattvas, according to this Suttarayana, there are 10 bhumis. Actually, a few days, weeks later, we will reach there. So 10th bhumi or level, bhumi means level. So bodhisattva who reached on 10th level, they dedicate or they practice like through the non-duality. That's where then after that they reach on Dharmakaya. So then Dharmakaya is boundless, countless, speechless, prayerless. So that because of the they do that. They practice. They practiced. It says in the, what is called, we have in the small hole in the hair on the body, we have a small hair. Each hole there they can see millions of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So sometimes we recite in the King of Aspiration, on a single atom there are thousands of Buddhas. It's how? What is that? Sometimes we think, but if we understand the Suttarayana, it's mentioned very clearly. So in a small hall, pause, it's I think pause. Poor, poor inside has thousands of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. That Bodhisattva can see like that. And can see it. So that's way. But they are not fixate. They aren't fixate. They do not fixate them. They see these Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, but the thousands of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they are not. They do not fixate on there. That means non-duality, and then this merit is endless. In the 10 wheels of Kittigarbha. Shirengarbha. Shirengarbha is a Bodhisattva of the earth Bodhisattva. Earth Bodhisattva has a great blessing. It's amazing. There are 8 great Bodhisattvas. So the Shirengarbha is really amazing Bodhisattva. And Shirengarbha and Buddha, they discussed. Through this way, Buddha told to Shirengarbha that it is through cultivating observation, doubts will be cut. Other than that, nothing can. Hence, the cultivation of observation is supreme, and the wise practices diligently. Okay, first, it is through cultivating observation doubts will be cut, which means through meditation, cut the doubts. No doubt. Oh, is there karma or not? Is the real next life or not? My mind is real Buddha or not? My mind is a real guru or not? No doubt. It's cut. Cut means not only cut this doubt, which means you can see your mind is Buddha, you can see your mind is Guru, then how we can doubt about that, yeah? So that means that other than that, nothing can. Only meditation. Meditation with wisdom, non-meditation can understand, can cut that. Hence, cultivating observation is supreme. Yeah, other things can't do. The meaning is that. Furthermore, the positive result of meditating for a day far exceeds that of reading, studying, reciting, and explain the reachings for eons. Okay, positive result of meditating for a day for exceeds means greater than. Okay, that of reading, studying. So this means is no. We do like this for eons, but only again the non-meditation is more beneficial. Meaning is that once you become endowed, means you have endowed with the key point of emptiness, as described above, there is nothing at all that is not encompassed. Encompassed means included. Included? Yeah. Within it. That means all practices are included there. This constitutes taking refuge as well. So taking refuge means that, for example, the questions of Naga King Anavetiputta Sutara states means in this case says, Bodhisattvas recognize all phenomena to be without a self-entity. Self-entity means self-grasping. Without a sentient nature. That means that there's no sentience. Without life. And without personhood. Personhood is we we first think I, and then we another level, another name, that person's name, to see acute correctly. In that way, the Tathagatas see not our forms, not as names, and not as specific phenomena, is to have taken refuge in the Buddha. Wow. With a mind unpolluted. Unpolluted means not dirty. Dirtied. Not dirtied. And by material consideration. So who really taking refuge is a practitioner who recognizes that all phenomena are non-exist. The second of the Tathangatas is the ultimate expanse. Expanse means space. That which is ultimate expanse is referred means like a code, yeah, or say referred to as the which provides everything, thus seeing it as the domain of all phenomena is to take refuge in the Dharma with our mind unpolluted by material consideration. So that means you take refuge in Dharma. However, is familiar with the ultimate expanse as being conditioned, and with the fact that the Sharavika yanas is founded in what is unconditioned, and who also understands the non-duality of the conditioned and the unconditioned, takes refuge in the Sangha with the mind unpolluted by material consideration. So how one takes refuges? So it mentioned that the profound refuge, yeah, it's pretty easy to understand. And then these constitutes, this makes up or form. Constitutes means form or makes up, yeah. These constitutes the generation of bodhicitta as well. For example, the Sutara of Great Bodhicitta says, Kashayapa. Kashayapa means one Sangha's name. Every phenomena is like space without specific characteristics, and is primordially lucid. Lucid is also, actually here used lucid clarity. Quite same, yeah. In naturally, primordial lucid clarity. It mentioned our actually natural mind. Our natural mind is primordial lucid clarity, and then all phenomena nature are same. And utter purity. That is to give rise to bodhicitta. The creation stage of deity meditation and mantra recitation are all complete within this as well. In the Haya Vajra Tantara, it says, okay, so creation stage means generation stage, and then mantra recitation means completion stage. Actually, that's we have to know. Generally, we don't do that. I think sometimes we should do. We do group practice is quite hard. Otherwise, this generation stage, first you read sadhana. Said there's a self visualization, arise self as a deity, and then arise front deity, generate front deity. So you recite at that time, you follow the words and go, and then close your text and close your eyes, and then first you don't suddenly recite mantra, for example, and you visualize that one by one. Generation stage means it's make yourself as yidam, or hear some mantra Hong syllable, and then Hong syllable transform into yidam and something like that. So you completely visualize this practice generation stage. And then during the recite mantra, you should completion stage, which means no thought. No thought. The completion stage and the non-meditation are same. So then no thought, and then recite without non-thought. But sometimes you are difficult to recite with non-thought. Then there's 4 skills that first you make a set up mantra round of the Hong syllable, for example. And then second, first you set up, for example, Om Vajakalakilaya or other whatever mantra. You set up round of this syllable mantra, main syllable mantra. This is number 1. And then you start to slowly garland that. Garland, at that time, mantra becomes very unclear. Actually, we need this unclear. Yeah, we don't need mantras very clearly there, because it's garland. So then you focus on this garland mantra, garland, and then it's going so fast. It's garland very fast, and then from there radiate light, and you heard the sound of this mantra. Maybe if syllable my mantra is Hong, you can hear the sound of Hong Hong Hong. Or if you heard your main syllable is Tam, Tara practice, you heard like a Tam Tam Tam. Or perhaps no, not only Hong or Tam, just sound like a few like just a sound heard. So at that time you have no thoughts, no hope, no wish, no fixation. The sound, that means you are practicing perfection of wisdom. So you can do that. So then the He Vajra Tandara, it says, He Vajra Tandara in this Kajuba. Kajuba has a Marpa, it's called Maluk. Marpa has 13 this Sutrayana Yadams, Chakasamvara and so forth. So in among them, this actually the He Vajra Tandara is a very, very higher practice. He Vajra means actually this union of the compassion and emptiness. And then the Yadam's name and this Yadam's sadhana's name, both He Vajra Tantara says, no meditation, no meditator. Suddenly we think like that, no meditation, no meditator. Almost we are in nihilism, external eternalism and nihilism. So no meditation, no meditator means seems nihilism. We are in the nihilism, but no meditation, no meditator means we rest on nature state of mind. It's beyond. That's where it's hard for make sense. First is no. Because we already think have. So first it makes sense. No deities and no mantra either. With the nature free of conceptual elaboration. Free of conceptual elaboration. Elaboration means, oh, there is lots of things, white, blue, green, yellow, or black, or then the big, small, right, wrong, those are elaboration. Unelaboration or free of conceptual elaboration means all phenomena are simplicity. The deities and the mantras are truly present. Vairocana, Avalokiteshvara, Amongasidi, Rana Sambhava, Amitabha, and Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva, when you are angry to someone or yourself, you should believe that essence of anger is Vajrasattva. So as recently I said that in the Kundzangpo's prayer says, when luminosity mature, 60 wrathful deities appear. And then this luminosity, the clarity, luminosity provide, and then 42 these yidams, peaceful yidams appear from there. So that's where this right now we say Vairocana, Ashobhya, among us the Renasambhava, Amitabha. Amitabha is essence of desire. So that's where some anyhow today we will stop here. We cannot finish all. So sometimes we have to know that if it is not too much for you, sometimes we have to look at ourselves and which thoughts bothers us a lot. It's different. People has different power of elements. Some has very strong desire. Whether they have partners or not, honestly, a husband or wife, or some have, no matter, some has more desire. And if desire doesn't bother you that much, I don't know, still you try to avoid that. It's so hard. But if desire bothers you, especially if you don't have some partners or something, you have this problem, you try to see Amitabha. You supplicate more Amitabha and do that, and then what happened is this desire gives you bliss. This bliss means BLISS, bliss. Desire transform into bliss. Then it provide whole your body from the center feet to the crown. It provide. Then this joy remains little longer. And then more you focus Amitabha Buddha, and then in the next life, whoever can remember Amitabha, they're reborn there. Because next life means only consciousness is going there. That's where consciousness go, travels, then there. That's all. Right now we have this actually we called this in Sutayana, okay, not Vajrayana. In Sutayana, these 5 aggregates are this is the form of suffering. So that's where our mind can go anywhere, but our body can't go. Yeah, that's real, we know. But after we death, at that time, the body and mind separate, only consciousness travels. So you remember Amitabha, you reach Amitabha's Pure Land. So that's where right now we are practicing. Yeah. And then it's about the jealous, have some other emotion. You focus which emotion more bothers you. You try to supplicate more that guru. Also, sometimes people ask me, this actually I don't remember, I answered. Right now I just remember that. Sometimes we receive empowerment. And then this how to say this service of empowerment, this the helper of empowerment in Chupuns, they bring the container like this, and then they put their center of their mandala, and then you pull the flowers and so forth, yeah. And then people think, oh, which is the yidam. Sometimes we confused. But if you are confused, actually you look at your emotion. Which emotion is very strong? Your yidam is that in the 5 family Buddhas. Then you understand. You more supplicate that guru, that is yidam, and then you can easily accomplish that. So that's where sometimes emotions are not good, but if we utilize them in the right way, they are very good. For example, I have more ignorance, and then Vairocana. oh, I should more practice like a virgin. If I have very greed, I cannot spend anything even by myself, and then Rinasambhava, something like that. So then these five family Buddhas are always with us with afflictive emotions. So we always try to see the essence of afflictive emotions. If we can see, we try to see essence of afflictive emotions. That means we are practicing perfection of wisdom. When we see the essence of afflictive emotions, that means we reach on the stage of natural state of mind. So that's where the one, any emotions, any thoughts arises, just look at that, don't follow it, and don't make increase. Actually, we make it increase. So that's where it gives us a lot of problem. So just look at this, and then itself dissolve into the emptiness, and then that means we gain the great result. Okay, thank you so much. And now we dedicate our virtues. Chancho Zenjo Rembo Che Mai Che Pana Je Jor Che Che Ba Nyam Ba Me Ba Ya Kone Konde Be Var Jo.
May bodhicitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher.
Thank you so much. May you all bodhicitta increase higher and higher.